Are screens taking over your child's day? Does just 5 more minutes somehow just turn into an hour or even 2? Now, if you're nodding your head, you're not alone. In a world where screens are everywhere, getting your child to unplug can feel like an impossible battle. But guess what? It does not have to be. In today's video, I'm sharing fun and surprisingly simple ways to transition your child away from screen time without the tantrums, power struggles, or tears. Stick with me because these tips could make your life a whole lot easier. Hi, I'm Madam Han and welcome back to Thrive at School's channel. Now, if you've ever struggled with transitioning your child off screens, you know how tough it can be. The good news is it does not have to be a battle every single time. Today, I'm going to share some practical and fun strategies to help you to smoothly manage screen time without the drama. And I've even created a free guide on how to navigate the top 5 toughest parenting terrains. It's going to cover not only screen time but other common challenges in our daily parenting. Things like setting boundaries, things like handling meltdowns. Stick around until the end and I'll let you know how to grab your free copy. First thing first, the key to a smooth transition away from screen time is not to simply say, turn off the iPad or turn off the TV. You're likely going to face resistance. But if you say, when the timer goes off, it's time for us to off our screens, we will then have an epic pillow fort battle. Or we could say things like, how about we go on a treasure hunt at the park just beside our house? Now that's going to give them the attention. Give them something to look forward to rather than, staring at the screen. You could also set up a craft station or suggest a family game night. Now this is to make the real world more appealing than the virtual one. So the key here is really to number 1, make the transition fun. Next, consistency is key when it comes to screen time. So instead of springing it on them out of nowhere, have a set schedule that both you and your child agree on. So for example, we could say, we can play on the iPad for 30 minutes after homework, then we'll do something else. And here's a fun suggestion. We could use things like a visual timer like this over here. So I've personally used this in my own classroom teaching and with my own kids at home. They just love seeing how much time is left and it takes the pressure off you because the timer becomes the bad guy, not you. So when the timer goes off, it's time for the next activity or simply for screen time to stop. So number 2, set a clear schedule and stick to it. No one likes to be jolted away from something that they enjoy doing, and kids are no different. So instead of saying, screens off now, try a more gentle approach. So we could say something like, in 10 minutes, we're going to turn off the TV and play outside. And then we're going to remind them at 5 minutes and we're going to remind them again at 1 minute. This way, the transition does not feel abrupt and our child has time to mentally prepare. Now you'll be surprised how well they respond to this gentle shift. So tip number 3 will definitely be to transition with a countdown instead of stopping abruptly. Here's an extra tip that is a game changer in my own household. Screen swaps. Now, rather than going cold turkey where we switch off and turn on the entire screen, we could actually swap out screen time for something that is equally interactive. For example, like an audiobook or a kids podcast. You see, they're still engaging with media, but it's much lesser stimulating for their brains and for their eyes. You can sit together with your child while listening and drawing or playing with toys. This is a smoother transition away from the screens. So, there you have it, some fun and effective ways to smoothly transition your child away from screen time. By making the alternatives exciting, setting a clear schedule, and giving them a countdown, you can take away the stress out of screen time transitions. Now, I would love to hear from you. What is your go-to activity when it's time to turn off the screens? Share your creative ideas in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to grab my free guide, How to Navigate the Top 5 Toughest Parenting Terrains. Now, this guide is packed with step-by-step strategies for handling screen time transitions, handling tantrums, things like sibling rivalry, and more. To get your copy, simply click the link in the description below or head on to thriveatschools/guide. If you found these tips useful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and to hit the bell for more practical advice on thriving at home and at school. Here's to making screen time transitions smoother, one step at a time.